Hello, everyone, and welcome to State of the Realm. We took a week off of talking about 7.5 because, well, we had a FanFest to talk about last week, and this week we'll finally get to talking about it. This will be a spoiler episode, so if you have not played 7.5's MSQ, if you have not played the 24-mans, if you really haven't played 7.5 at all, then you might want to click away just to save some of the suspense. But let's get into it. I'm one of your hosts, Mrhappy, and of course, joining me is Sly. Hi, Sly.
Space fisherman.
Listen,
fisherman.
I'm fishing. I'm fishing. I'm not fishing.
Yeah,
like this
sorry.
second.
I had the theme still on. Yeah,
You had it on. Yeah. You've been listening to it the whole time.
Right.
It's a good song.
All right.
I can't help it.
You made this happen. Yeah, you started this.
Yeah, All right. Well, as some of you may already be aware as well, because you're hearing a familiar voice there. When we talk about new patch stuff, we have a guest that we've been bringing on for the past several patches, and you know them pretty well. We have Jesse Cox. Hi, Jesse.
Space fisherman. Space fisherman. My favorite part is when it goes,
like one of those like things in the tube that was
a little slide whistle. Yeah. Of course. Good stuff.
Little slide whistle. Welcome in, Jesse. How are you doing?
Hello. Oh, hey, I'm doing lovely. It is great to be back with the grand champion himself, the grand poobah,
the nugget,
the belt, the title holder.
The title holder. God, it was so funny because I was like, man, I really don't deserve to win this. Then they brought out the belt and I was like, I deserve this the whole time.
Yeah.
You are legitimately the people's champ now. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Although my highlight was Jesse knocking over the ice cream, in my honest opinion.
Oh yeah, baby faces need a heel. You know, I was there for you.
Yeah. That was good. That was good. Well, welcome in. It's good to have you back for patch 7.5. Before we get too deep into talking about 7.5, I wanted to make sure you got avoided sickness and had fun at FanFest. You know, you were there too. You seem to be having a good time.
Yeah.
How was your FanFest, Jesse?
Lovely. It still could happen. I don't rule out anything, but I feel at this point I'm safe. I did not get sick. Everything was good. But I also, like a complete psycho, was all hand sanitizer all the time. I went through two little things of it. It didn't matter who I was talking. I was like, I was gross, but I was fine. So I don't care.
There you go.
Yeah. And I will say though, yeah, I spent a lot of time running around during the day. So I wish I could say I had like crazy nights. Man, I was in bed by 10 every single. I was like, I'm going to bed. I'm done. Yeah. So
honestly,
I was passed out.
Relatable. I really just went to dinner both nights afterwards and then passed out as well. And it was just so done. It's also Anaheim too.
Right. See, like when I tell my friends this all the time, whenever I do like FanFest or something, there'll be like the one rare time that I do like a special dinner. Like it's just, sit down, yada, yada, yada. Me, I'm just eating to fucking survive. I'm just getting the quickest thing I can, taking it back to the room. All right, it's time for bourbon. Let's go. That was it for me.
I get that. Years ago, I either made the choice or had a bad experience enough where I was like, no more. Where I determined that convention bathrooms are, in fact, the worst. So I decided that for conventions, I will have breakfast, maybe like coffee, something light, and then just go all day. Maybe I'll drink stuff, but I'm not eating anything all day. And then I will have the grossest meal known to man at night. I will literally be like, we're getting the fattest, grossest steak. Let's go.
Yep.
We're getting all the fixins. We're doing the whole thing. But that's how I roll at conventions. So during the day, I'm like, I do not wish to go to the bath. And what ended up happening, because it always does, the last day, standing there in the pit, waiting for the primals, I was like, oh, I gotta go to the bathroom. I went to that bathroom, and it was like hell. The line was terrible, but more importantly, it was like 1,000 degrees in there, and it was filled with not just guys trying to follow like dude bathroom code, but nerds who were not talking to each other. So people didn't know whether they were waiting for the stall or they were waiting for the urinal, and everyone's just standing there. And finally I was like, all right, what are we doing? I was like, I gotta go, guys. So someone make a call. And so finally like got through that madness, went back, had to fight the fact that people were now sitting in the pit. That's why they had to make so many announcements of like, stand up. If you're going to be in the pit, stand up, because no one can move because people are just like sprawled out. So I'm climbing over people like I'm Godzilla trying to get through them. And I was like, I was doing fine all day. Everything was great. And I went in that bathroom. I came out sweaty and just like, ugh. So finally, I thought I'm going to be a gross mess the rest of this. Oh, this sucks. I'm going to be stuck in this big pit of people. I'm going to be covered in sweat. And then the Warrior of Light appeared, a brave soul who, I swear to you, had like an industrial strength hand fan. And he's like, I got you, and went, bleh. Gone. I felt so good. And the rest of the thing, he was just fanning everyone in the crowd the rest of the concert. And I just want to say to that hero, I see you. I love you. You're better than the rest of us.
Damn, he went through Garuda phase in the pit. Wow, you had a summoner in the. Wow, you got a summoner who went through Garuda phase in the pit. Thank God.
Yep.
Like, Jesse, here's the thing. And you were media too, right?
Yeah.
It's like, you didn't use your fucking cheat code of the bathroom. I mean, it was a walk, sure. I mean, it was maybe an elevated ride and a little bit of a walk, but you didn't use your cheat code of the bathroom in the media area.
So
that didn't have a line.
Earlier that day, because I had a lot to drink that day. I didn't, because the concert was going to start soon, so I didn't want to like go. Right. But earlier that day, I went down to the media area, and it was not open when I went. And so this wonderful lady who was down there was like, I got you, honey, follow me. So I followed her, and we ended up in like the back rooms. I don't know where the hell we were. And she was like, here you go. And had a weird like sitting there washing my hands. And all these people in like security outfits are looking at me like, should you be here? And I'm just like, oh, hey, hi, everyone. And they're looking at me like, huh. No one said anything, though. So I clearly picked the right woman to lead me there because no one said a damn thing. And then I found her. She's like, I'll take you back. I'm like, thank you. It was great.
They were so nice. Too, by the way.
Yeah. My experience with all the security and everything was pretty good, too. They were helpful pretty much the entire time.
But I did not at all get to see the second half of the convention hall. I couldn't tell you what was happening on the other side. No clue.
I didn't.
A bunch of attractions. I at least got video. At least got video of it. Thank God. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, running around. I never had a chance to get over there. Sophie was sending me pictures from over there, and I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna stand in this 4-hour meet and greet line instead.
Yep.
And then I saw Jesse next to me, and I was like, oh no, he's about to be in a 4-hour meet and greet line.
Oh, I screwed up. I have the inability to say no.
Me too.
And the desire to have my ego fed. So anytime any person was like, can I get a photo or will you sign this or whatever, I'll be like, yes. And so I would just sit there and do it, and lines would form. And then eventually someone would come up and be like, I didn't know you're doing a meet and greet. I was like, I wasn't. I was trying to get a seat to go watch this thing that ended 2 hours ago. So anyway, how are you? Like, I will not be able to. I can't walk away. I can't walk away.
Three completely different stories. Two of them the same. Happy and Jesse having a line, and meanwhile, like, I'm just hearing my name called out and people stopping me. I'm like, I didn't have a line. I'm like, Sly. I'm like, huh? Hey, and taking pictures and everything. And like, I was just moving too much to even think about having a line. And I know people were asking Happy, like, where's Sly? I'm like, he's around somewhere. I was literally around somewhere.
Yeah, I was like, Sly's not at my beck and call. I have no idea what his game plan is right now, but I'm sure if you walk around, you'll find him. None.
Yeah. I had a lot of that. People would be like, where's this person or where's that person? I was like, here. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like Waldo. It's like Waldo. Just find them.
Yeah, honestly, real talk. If people were on the hunt, they should have come day one, first thing in the morning. We were all crammed into that media area.
Yeah.
That's fish in a barrel. They could have got all of us in one swoop. We were all there.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we did for each other, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
To all say hi to each other.
Yeah.
It worked out. Yeah. Well, I'm glad that you avoided the sickness and had a good time.
Oh, wow.
It sounds like to boot. Yep. Saw that one coming. That's it.
Yeah, I had a great time. I loved seeing all the new stuff. I'm sure you talked about it, so there's no reason to rehash it, but like,
No, give us your thoughts.
the stuff we
Go
did
ahead.
get to see, I loved, and everything else, I was like, I guess I'll see in Berlin when they give us that one and I watch on stream. I was like, cool. But I was happy with the stuff we did get, and it was fun to watch. And the what does that look? What is that? What is that? What does that look?
You said the line.
Oh, I used the word happy, the word that apparently only you can use now? Right, no, I'm aware of how this goes. I am pleasantly surprised with the stuff we did get, and I will be thrilled with the information that we are informed with in Berlin, which will be a joyous occasion for all.
Really tried to get me to say it on stage, too. Really tried.
I tried often, yes.
Yes.
Very often.
But I couldn't hear what you were saying half the time, so it was hard to...
I couldn't hear what anyone was saying. I'll be honest, there were some of those questions, I literally went based on what everyone's reaction to the question was, and then I had to look at the screen and figure out, like,
Yep.
oh, yeah, okay, yes, no, this is what I'm doing. Some of those, the last one, for anyone who's curious, we had to recreate the ice cream from the scene in Dawn Trail, yet I don't think any of us knew that's what we were supposed to do.
No, Joy did. Joy definitely understood.
Well, of course.
Looking at the final result, they definitely... I was thinking, like, he swallows the giant ice cream all at once. I'll just stack them as high as possible. And then Jesse was next to me, apparently thinking the same thing.
I looked over at you and was like, oh, this is what we're doing. Okay. So I just started going. I had no clue. Yeah. Bad influence you are. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I'm from New Jersey, of course.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's never a good influence. Ever. Okay. Well, you're right. We did cover FanFest last week. We had the Grinding Gear gentleman on, which was an excellent time. But this week is patch 7.5, part 1. This is primarily a story-related patch. Yes, there's a few updates to things. There's, of course, new fish, which I've learned very intensely. There's all sorts of other new things as well, but that is one of the chief things that we have is the MSQ, the 24-mans, etc., all now on everyone's radar. And before we get into specifics, we'll probably start with the MSQ and then move into the Final Fantasy 11 raids and then anything else that anyone wants to talk about. How do we feel about generally the main patch story? I'll stick with just that before we get into specifics. I like how both of them are trying to be courteous to one another and see who wants to go first.
I was. Look, I'll start. I
Please.
love this post, like, main game content. 7.1 was kind of whatever, but since 7.2, they've really been nailing it in what they're doing, and it's only getting better. So I was really thrilled by what we got with 7.5. I think the dungeon's awesome. I like the trial. That was cool. I think the story's good. And I'm really excited to see where we go. So, like, all in all, thumbs up for me. It's again, I said this before, I'll continue to say it. It's been a year and a half since I said this, and I'll still say it. This is one of the most Stormblood coded expansions where, like, it just, as it goes on, I'm like, oh yes, it's getting better and better and better as time goes on, and I'm appreciating it more. I still have the problems, some of the same ones that I had with Stormblood, but I'm like, screw it. I'm enjoying 7.5 rocked. So that's what I'll say.
Yeah, I agree. For the most part, 7.5 was a really solid patch. It just felt, because it's, the first half, it just felt really short. Like in comparison to most other patches.
Wait, what did it feel, Sly?
Short.
Short?
Yes, it felt short. It felt short. Yes.
It's been so nice to see you guys. Let's do it again sometime.
Yeah. Good to see you. Good to see you. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll
Yeah,
see
all
you
right,
next
well, that's it.
week.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it felt really short in comparison to the other patches. Even though this is a part 1, 0.5 patch, I felt like other past 0.5 part 1 patches were a little bit on the longer side. But like in terms of the content, I felt like we just got in and out in no time.
Do you think
I just wanted more.
Yeah, I guess the question is, when it comes to the content, technically, we got the dungeon, we got the trial.
Mm-hmm.
You're referring to story stuff, like more time with the characters? Is that
No,
what you're
all of
talking
the
about?
above. No,
Okay.
all of the above. And I feel like because of that, I think part 2 is definitely going to be like really backloaded in terms of like everything we get. Like it'll probably honestly be reminiscent of 2.55. Like part 2, yeah, like the whole all that setting up for Heaven's Ward and everything, like that shit. It won't be as epic, I'll say that. It's just like a little bit of setup to go to the 4th, but it'll, in terms of length and in terms of, I guess, scale, I think it'll it'll be backloaded.
I'd be fine with that. I would rather have stuff to do instead of like here's an hour of content and then see you in a couple months. Like that would be kind of depressing.
See you in Berlin.
Well, there's going to be Beastmaster that day. Don't forget. So
that's true. But with that said, that's not necessarily everyone's cup of tea. You would have to. It's the same thing with like Blue Mage. You have to really want to do it. So, we'll see.
Yeah.
We shall indeed. I think this is the most front-loaded they've ever been. 2.5 is really a special case because they've said that the design decision between 2.5 and the rest of the 0.5s hasn't been the same. 2.5 is built as 2 separate patches worth of story, and 3.5 onward is 1 patch of story split in half. But something I feel like they've struggled with, especially Shadowbringers into Endwalker and Endwalker into Dawntrail, is the cohesion between the two just not being good. Like I think about Shadowbringers into Endwalker, it literally the first half set everything up, and then the second half we fight a bunch of the fake primals over in Cartano, and then we look at the moon and they say see you then, and I'm just like, why did this even need to happen? Like, I get that it sets the stakes a little bit, but it's like all you've done is given me an event, a major event that I win, and that's it. Whereas the first part has like the entire explanation. Like there's a whole lot that goes into the first part and explaining everything that's happening. So I'm hoping that doesn't happen here, because this one felt very much reminiscent of Shadowbringers to Endwalker, and I'm hoping that the second half doesn't feel that way.
I feel like the reason for it was more feels based than story based, if that makes any sense. Like the moment fighting those primals felt cool. It nothing really, it wasn't like very story dependent, but it felt pretty cool. The best I could hope for is maybe, just maybe, it was supposed to be a subtle reminder of, oh, here are things you fought in the past. So when they show up in Endwalker to be like, hey, we're here to help you, it like rings a little truer as like, our foes turned friends. You know what I mean? Like there's, other than that, I don't know why we did it, but it was neat. I liked that we did it, but it was unimportant.
Yeah, I just don't want an unimportant part 2 here, especially after how good part 1 felt for me. Like I don't want that to happen. I don't want to have that feeling that I did something unimportant. Because even like going into Dawntrail, while part 1 and part 2 basically had nothing to do with one another, at the very least part 2 was a full dedicated send us to Dawntrail, and every part of it feels like it kind of makes sense in a regard to learn who we're dealing with and why we should help them in the first place. Even if I feel like the tone didn't work out, though. I just think that the only thing is that the tone change from 6.55 to actual Dawntrail didn't translate.
We usually don't get a dungeon in part 2, do we? Part
so big solo instance.
Yeah, we'll get like a little event, but nothing dungeon wise.
Yeah.
Because I remember Stormblood. I remember Stormblood being like, in terms of the transition, to me being a big nothing burger, because there was that big, meeting with Varys and everything, and then you go into, like, I think that was before the Gimlet Dark, and then you went into the Gimlet Dark, and then after that there was just like, it just felt like nothing in my opinion.
don't know, dude. I feel like Omega and Shinryu in part 2 is a pretty big something.
I mean, that's a something, but it like I was like, okay, how? Why? How? Like, we got all this shit going on the ground, and then Shinryu and Omega.
I mean, I will say, I'm trying to, I guess I was about to say, I love all the dungeons they do in the 0.5 patch, but for the life of me, I can't remember what 6.5 was. I think that was the Final Fantasy IV dungeon, I think. But most of them, I think this one did it really well. And I think
Lunar Subterrane.
Yeah, I think this one did it really well. And I think obviously I liked Pythagorean. I thought that was nice. And even before that, the Heroes Gauntlet or whatever. I think there's like even Gimlet Dark. I love the idea of our final dungeon for an expansion is we're gonna play with NPCs and they're gonna be like in the background doing a thing and we're all like fighting stuff. I think those are always fun. It's a nice send off to an expansion. I think this time around, it's weird that we got this expansion. You know what I mean? It feels like it would have been more connected with the fact that we were dealing with this stuff before, but I still liked it. I liked going back to see, Orange Julius. I liked that. I thought that was cool. I liked the fact that we're still winning over, Zero with buns. All good stuff. I had fun with that. It's just strange that's the one we got, but like, I'm here for it. It does make everyone think like, oh, they're setting stuff up, dude. They're gonna do things.
I definitely got that feel. And that's kind of, we already mentioned, but this is kind of a rapid fire. I think my full playthrough was just about 2 hours for everything, with all of the scenes voiced and with even just manually reading out the very few unvoiced lines that we had, because there were not very many of them. And it all felt pretty compact. Everything immediately, we're just like, we're gonna, go back and have to deal with this issue. And we find out that like the void's invading. And like there's planar fissures everywhere and rifts forming and Garlemald's getting overrun and all the city states are being, under a lot of circumstances that would read as a void based setup, but instead they use the void based setup from 6.x as a means of making the point about what's happening with all of the shards, which was a continuity thing that I appreciated in this patch, without leaning too heavily on it being the theme. Like if I experienced this before finding out that we're going to the 4th at FanFest, it would have been very weird, in all honesty.
Yeah, that is a good point. It does seem like if you didn't have the information going into it about where we were headed, would this have read the same way? Because knowing what we knew, I was like, oh, I see what they're doing. But not knowing, I do wonder if it would be like, wait, what? Why are we why void what? Yeah, you might have read as like a void incursion kind of storyline. But then the story itself was like, actually, I'm just a spidery kind of guy who I didn't even want to be here, man. I just want to.
I'm not even supposed to be here today.
Yeah. And then it's like, oh, I guess we're hanging out with Zero a little bit. And we're making, like, if you had no information, you could have thought, oh, this is going to be the new base that we start from in 8.0 because Zero has a little town. You know what I mean? Like, you could have made that speculation if you had zero information.
Yeah, zero information.
Too many puns.
Yeah.
Just like me, it's a hard name to avoid. Yeah. I don't know. It was good to see plot points tying together, because Endwalker was literally the end of a story, and then everything other than its main story afterwards, like the raid and the 24-minute, they were all effectively prologues. But then the MSQ was like a side quest, or like at the time it feels like a side quest after everything you just did, and it's a little like tonally shifting going into Dawn Trail right after that, go in 7.5 part 2, whereas this gave all of that some sense of continuity and purpose and the ability to call back on it later. Also, I got to see Zero go full Cecil and transform between
It was
her
cool.
dark and light
Yeah,
form.
I like that a lot.
Yep.
Yeah. So
It does do a thing that I think is very smart that answers a lot. So I very much understand everyone's complaints after 6.0 when people are like, the main quest doesn't feel like a main quest, it feels like a side quest. Like, I get all of that. And then I get how you can be disenfranchised with that, go into Dawn Trail, and then still be like, you know, I understand it, but my faith in the team is greatly rewarded because they clearly were like, we see you. So we're going to make that whole thing you did at the end of, from 6.1 to 6.5 be actually important. And now it's going to mean a thing, and we're going to include that moving forward. They're really good at pulling on threads. Like, that's the one thing they are really good at as a writing team, is being like, we have a lot of dangles, and we're going to pull on a few this next thing, so thanks for sticking with us. And frankly, I'm very pleased.
yeah. One of the big things is that, and chat's already brought it up, it's very reminiscent. It feels like they had a few different ideas at the same time. So for those who are unaware, Heaven's Ward showed us the Warrior of Darkness storyline beginning with 3.2 and then continue it all the way through to 3.4. While we were also subsequently dealing with, actually it's 3.1 to 3.4. But besides the point, we go through that entire arc there. And it's, I'll say, a little strange when we then go to Stormblood afterwards. They basically made that with the intention of Shadowbringers being 4.0 and pivoting to Stormblood, thinking it would make sense to do that first. There's a not insignificant chance that happened here, where they felt they needed Dawn Trail to introduce the key, and thus they started setting up all of the void stuff in the barrier between world and pivoted to Dawn Trail to get us the key so we could actually move the next plot line forward in some regard.
Yeah. It's interesting to see what they've chosen to move forward with. And it does, based on the choices they've made so far, make some of the things in Dawn Trail a little more interesting and exciting, which I'm absolutely here for, and I'm glad they can do that. But it also makes you realize that a lot of Dawn Trail was like, it's the filler arc, and we're having some fun. Because it really isn't until the very end that it really, truly matters. But with that said, all of it funnels towards that end. So it'll be interesting to see what they pull on to continue forward. But like, there is, it'll be interesting, because let's look. I feel like we got Battle for Azeroth a little bit. For the WoW fans out there, everyone remembers when Battle for Azeroth was like, it's the battle for Azeroth between the alliances. But really, it was the battle for the soul of Azeroth. And that, I think, is this. Like, you can't tell me Dawn Trail wasn't literally so at the very end they could make a light trail with that damn crystal for you to follow moving forward into the next expansion. That's literally the Dawn Trail. So, like, that's where we were headed. And I feel like, I know, I think you both probably should know this, or Happy, I know you know this. When we did our media tour, we were sitting there, and Yoshida came out, and he started talking to us, and he literally was like, we're going to try something different, and we're going to change some things based on reactions. But more importantly, he then later, same thing, said, do you remember all of the Ascians?
Yeah.
There's some that are still... So clearly they knew we were getting to this point.
Yeah.
Which is far along in the story. So I am so curious what they kept, what they changed, if they changed anything in Dawn Trail, like where all this there's a lot of like behind the scenes stuff I would love to know. But it feels like we were doing what they set out to do. It just wasn't the entirety of going back to what you're saying about Shadowbringers and the order of stuff. Playing through Stormblood, it does set up the idea of like the stakes for Shadowbringers. As we're away in this other thing, there's still stuff happening back on, Eorzea, and it's like, okay. So I don't know. I'm really curious to see what actually matters from the expansion we just had.
Yeah. I mean, it's interesting because there's a juxtaposition throughout all of Shadowbringers that, and this is really concluded in that Xenos is our opposite. I mean, he declares himself as much. You know, he's our friend, but he's our opposite. And he literally gets a main scenario cutscene in every main scenario throughout all of Shadowbringer. So it's literally like he's getting our cutscene, but you know, his cutscene in a sense. So it all kind of like plays together into that theme when it coalesces when you get to Endwalker and go through it and, you know, deal with everything there. So I'm wondering if we're going to have situations like that with Hulmarut and Calyx in a sense, where whatever happens at the end of Evercold, we have someone else we're following along that's like kind of the core to everything that's going to be happening.
Let me just stress for the record.
Okay.
I'm thrilled about the development of the fact that Hulmarut and Calyx are like, we've formed a Legion of Doom. I can't wait. I'm excited to meet them all. I hope they're equally flamboyant and insane. My assumption is that we'll start meeting different ones in each expansion, leading to an end game scenario on Mrhappy where we have to fight all of them, and then on your left, and we have an Azemgers situation. The Azemgers form other warriors of light, other us's from other reflections, join us for a final battle, and I get what I want. And the Azemgers happen. The Azemgers assemble, and I will be so happy. That's how this happens. That's the end of this. That's the end of the arc. On Mrhappy, we're doing a whole thing. It's happening. It's happening. Also,
do we have a reflection? Do we have a reflection that merges with? Do we have a reflection that merges with the world and kills half the population?
No. I fundamentally believe the big bad of the Legion of Doom is going to be in us. 100%. It's going to Star Trek. We already killed God, just like Kirk did. The next movie, he has to kill himself. That's what we're doing. The next main bad is us.
Star Trek.
That's us. We're going to have to kill ourselves. We're going to have to kill, there's going to be an evil one. And he's, oh yeah. Oh, that's going to be their like, we have a secret group, our Legion of Doom. And then we're going to learn that one of them isn't us. And I would love it if it's a literal exact copy of your character. I want to see two little JCs beat the crap out of each other. It would be amazing.
I mean, La Brea split himself in half once. Maybe Azim did it at some point.
Mm-hmm. I want that so badly.
Yeah.
But seriously, though, 100%, they are setting up the fact that, like, yeah, there's going to be a Legion of Doom. They're going to be baddies, and they're all going to have, like, their own motivations for why they're doing it. But I'm convinced Calyx is going to kill all of them. In the end, he's going to be like, yeah, no, I hate all of you. I'm the bad guy, and I'm going to murder you. Like, convinced of it. That he's absolutely going to take everyone out.
It's funny that you bring up Calyx.
All the stands, rip.
It's funny you bring up Calyx because one of us has not been a big fan of Calyx since its introduction here. And I'm very curious to see. I'm very curious to see how Sly feels about Calyx's sort of demeanor throughout this patch. Because I've been okay / liked him. I've like veered like 65-35, like a little bit more as time has gone on. His nonchalance has really kind of, I find it hilarious. He's entertaining, and now him as a plush adds a degree of comedy relief on top of the menacing nature that he has. But Sly has just not been about him this whole time. So I'm curious where he's at right now at
until now.
Part 1. Okay, there we go.
Until now, yeah. Like the ending scene where he walks up in his plush form, and then we see him in his normal Calyx form talking to us and kind of laying out things. And like, Jesse, I'm with you. I'm like, Calyx is on board, but he's not 100% on board. He is completely going to fuck over HAL 9000. I swear that bitch is going to get it. And like, maybe not in the end, somehow, some way, Calyx is just going to be like, I really don't fuck with this. You can do whatever the fuck you want. I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Yeah.
He does give that vibe.
All I'll say is, we can't have a squirrel plushie and go into a very obviously Norse-themed expansion without it symbolizing Ratatoskr, which is literally a little kind of chaos god. His whole thing is he hangs out at Yggdrasil and runs around and spreads rumors and is a little dick. I'm telling you, this guy is going full Kefka. He is about to burn it down and be like, yeah, look, I don't have the same plan as y'all, but I'm going to use you. And I'm convinced, I'm so convinced of this. Like or the flip side, he is gone in the first dungeon of the next experience. Like he's dead immediately. But I don't think it's going to happen. I think he's going to be like, they brought him in as a foil. He has escaped once. I genuinely feel like he's going to be around for a while as like another person you're designed to hate. The reason you don't like him is probably because they designed it that way. Absolutely. I'm fine with that.
Yeah. I'm absolutely fine with that as well. This kind of cemented that 65, like now more towards like an 80. I'm liking him more and more. Go Sly.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, well, for me, it's probably down to like, it's probably up to 30 now for me. Like he's going up. Like
what was he before, Sly? He's 30 now. What was he before?
10.
Damn. You made it sound like he had at least crossed 50% when you said until this patch. No, it's additive.
Yeah, he's still got a good ways to go in my opinion. But like for the life of me, I cannot take Poison Ivy seriously as our main.
She literally is Poison Ivy at this point.
Right.
100%. Yeah.
Even when what she did on the moon when
Thancred.
When what's his name? Yeah, Thancred like busted out his weapon, his gunblade, and just did the whole Poison Ivy thing to him. I'm like, yeah, I fucking called this. Yeah, this bitch is Poison Ivy. Phytobiology. Yeah. But I for the life of me cannot take her seriously. She is. It's not the fact that she's so girly pop, but like she's got the menace behind it too. But so I get that, but in comparison to the shit we've faced in the past, she's not. I don't think she is meant to be as enigmatic as some of the foils we've had in the past, especially like Emmett Sulk. Like nobody's gonna compare. But like. I right now I cannot take her seriously. Like a bunch of shit would have to happen for me to be like, okay, we really need to fuck with HAL 9000 right now.
I don't think she is the threat. You know what I mean? I think she is a person who's like, this is what's going to happen. You caused this, and I'm just trying to save, as many people as I can from some nonsense that's going to occur. I don't know that she particularly is a threat. I feel like what her actions are kind of a threat, but if we don't do anything, there's still the threat of everything coming undone. And so she's kind of like it's one of those
you think she's a Silver Surfer type? She's a herald?
That's it is the same vibe as there's like trope called like the black wall or like the dark wall. Essentially in video games, the levels where the level moves and if you stop you get killed by the screen. That's kind of what this is. We're like the level, the time is approaching that we're all gonna die. And she's like, look, I can save a few of you. But like that's all it's gonna have. And so we're like, no, we're gonna save everyone. And she's like, all right, bro, sure, man, whatever. So I don't know it necessarily makes her like evil, but she's at opposites. We're like at different ends of this whole like we are going to save everyone. She's like, if you try, everyone's going to die.
Blue in chat gives like necessary evil, and I kind of agree with that. Necessary evil. I kind of lean towards that a little bit.
Yeah. But again, I don't think Calix gives a shit about that. I don't think he cares.
No, he gives no fucks.
Because he's like, I don't care what alive or dead is to you. I'm going to make weird cyber worlds and we'll live forever. But like, I want to know what the other, because they said we have a group. So the Winterers, I imagine, will learn about more of them, and I would love to know their motivations, where they're from, what their deal is. I think that would be fun to learn more about them and see, like, because in my mind, you remember like the old Justice League cartoons or the Superman card? Whenever the Legion of Doom, like whenever they got together, whenever like it would always be like you'd watch Lex Luthor have to talk to the Joker, and they'd be like, "Bro, what?" They clearly wouldn't get along, but like you get to watch them interact, and I imagine those scenes would be so fun to watch.
Jesse,
That is
I'm gonna one up you
mine.
there. I'm gonna one up you there. Do you remember a bumper for Cartoon Network where they had the Legion of Doom and like all of them that were talking about everything I need, and then Brainiac was like, "Look, I just want some pads, a decent pair of pads. Grundy want pants too."
Yep.
That's what I'm getting with the winners.
Yep.
Yes, I want that. I think it's fun that we have like all these great hero teams and different people that hang out together. But I would love some meanwhiles. Then it flashes to like a genuinely disorganized, chaotic group of villains who are just trying to get their plan working, but some asshole keeps stopping them, and they get more and more frayed as time goes on. That'd be a joy. I'd be so happy to see that. I'd be thrilled to see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of possibilities. Now, we talked about the Legion of Doom, but that was actually an important question we had coming out of some of the previous patches. 7.3 and 7.4. We were wondering what the hell was going on. 7.4, we wondering who the Winterers were. And we just got an explanation, effectively, that there, as you said, a Legion of Doom, someone on each of the reflections that has some sort of grand design they want to achieve that helps Halmrit achieve the goal of rejoinings in one way or another. The idea largely being the same as what they were trying to do before it was a necessary part of nature to preserve any form of life whatsoever.
It is weird that it's like, all right, so Emmett's plan is he wants to bring everything back to one thing and then bring all his friends back. Nope, didn't work. Okay, so we're gonna bring everything to one thing and like save a few people. It's like kind of a sad plan. Like it's kind of pathetic when you think about it. You're like, that's it? That's your grand scheme? Like, yeah, look, we only have so much. Like, I'm just a third tier Asian dude. What do you want from me, man? My thing was plants.
And that's kind of the big thing. She's kind of just, this is just a natural thing to her. I mean, that's kind of what it's all about. It's a matter of, nature versus man in a sense. And she just has no faith that nature in any way can be stopped. I mean, that's her thing. It kind of makes sense in some capacity. It's just like, listen, whatever we can do, we'll do. But the idea of saving everyone seems too monumental a task if this is unavoidable. So I get where she's coming from. She just doesn't see a path of success. And
sure,
the big thing for me is that I know that I'm playing Final Fantasy. I know that when this is all said and done, we're going to find out it wasn't nature. We're going to find out there's some fucking Lavos hiding inside our fucking planet or some shit or something that's down. Because there has to be a final act that's against some crazy threat that's not explained till the last real bit. Ultima, people always say is a Lavos or a Genova or an Ultima. Ultima is a logical guess. We know Ultima's not dead, so we understand enough about how they work. But I'm looking at every event and every explanation given to us from her about what they're trying to achieve with the Winters and thinking how that is foiled by whatever an actual villain is in some regard.
I hate to keep going back to DC because that's the one connection.
No. It's time. Please do.
I don't know if either of one of y'all played Arkham Knight. Poison Ivy did pretty much damn near destroy Gotham, the entirety of Gotham, by herself. Even though I think it was halfway the Scarecrow because of it. But yeah, like maybe for some reason Hal just eradicating the world through plants, maybe.
Well, the big thing is she'd have to go crazy at some point for that to happen.
That's still that's still on the table. Like again, Calyx was boring until he wasn't. So yeah, like there's gonna be a tipping point for Halmrit, and I think she's gonna lose it. And
I feel like it's the opposite.
Knight.
I feel like she's gonna realize that, like, oh, our hero does have a way to save everyone. Okay. And then get absolutely blasted from behind. That's a weird way to say that. She's going to get killed.
Emmett's going to pull his gun out again. He's going to come back and pull out the gun again.
She's going to get killed by someone because she has a moment of weakness. And it honestly probably be Calyx. And I would love it if he was still in squirrel form at that point and just took her out as a like it will happen. I'm convinced of this. I don't think she will be important enough to establish the plot. I don't think she's important enough to be a main villain, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
I think she'll be around, and I think we'll get like some backstory and like, oh, it's so sad, whatever. Because this feels like a stretch, but the woman who vanishes in the trailer is a little Mrhappy looking.
I mean, and that Al Ra is a little Odin looking. I mean, he's probably the winterer of that shard.
Yeah. And I wonder if we're supposed to pick up on some of these things. Like, I just simply don't know.
They did say that in the press conference we had. Oh, you picked up on that. Like Yoshi B was like, oh, yeah, I'm glad someone picked up on that.
I mean, they literally showed Skyrim-esque houses. I was like,
right.
Oh no, we're doing this. We're all right, sure.
Now I'll need someone to say, boy.
I would love that.
Boy.
Yeah.
We are hunting deer.
Really, yeah. I don't know if they're going very like we're gonna have an Odin. We're gonna have like clearly they have their squirrel now. If you think about the tree, they did set like if this is an arc, right? And it isn't just this expansion, but like an arc thing. There is a giant tree in Mrhappy with a literal Sephiroth tree god and tree people. So, like, it could wind up there at they said it would at some future expansion. Which seems like, again, if you have a place that has this tree, plus a place that's filled with void, plus a place that has dragons, I mean, it seems like a solid, this is where we end an arc location.
Right.
I think Mrhappy will be where the expansion ends. Ever since they said we're not going there.
This expansion?
No. I'm sorry. The Godless Saga. I'm sorry. That's
yeah.
What I
agreed. Yeah.
I felt that way for a while about the whole thing. Ever since they said Mrhappy, we're not going to go there quite yet.
Yeah, and it has Allegan stuff. It like literally is a solid. Everything is there. They can wrap up like a bajillion arcs if they want to. And really pull on some weird strings. So.
You're saying Australia is the godless realm with some of the spiders you guys got? It just might be.
No, agreed. Drop bears? No.
Just might
they
be
lost
possible.
to emus, dude. Emu.
The frogs are winning.
Yeah.
So big tree on the 4th. Do we think, like, again, the Final Fantasy fan in me, do we think one of the tribes is the Guado?
I think that any tribe that's existed in Final Fantasy is bound to show up at some point in this game.
Yeah.
Whether or not it's one that comes from there, I couldn't say. I couldn't feel prediction for that. I expect every single one.
Salam.
I didn't feel that way. I don't feel that way enough about it. It could happen. There's no reason to think against it. Just don't know. I don't know if I didn't feel that way looking at it. What's that?
Yeah. I'm really curious so they have to introduce more than just new tribes. And I'm sure we'll get a lot of different ones because right now, this photo I have on my desktop continues to be the greatest thing I've saved to my desktop ever, which is literally just every single reflection and what is currently going on with them. And it's terrific. Continues to be amazing. But like, we still don't have the 11th and we still don't know what's going on the 8th, which are two other things that we can visit at some point. And there's plenty of room for all sorts of nonsense there. But for sure, they need to introduce, I don't know if it's a tribe, but maybe like a people that will resonate with us because I think it's pretty safe to say that when we watched the trailer and everyone in the crowd freaked out when it was like, unite the stars, much like Battle for Azeroth, we're back here again, it seems pretty obvious that our plan will be to unite the peoples of these stars, not actually the stars themselves, into one planet.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we need people that we can actually be like, oh, I like, we love the people on the first that we like are like Crystarium people, right? We met these Lalafell people in Treno. So like they're giving us, oh, these are the people you're fighting for. So we just need more of that. I don't know if it's going to be bearded cat Vikings are going to be those people for the next expansion, but I'm fine with it if it is. But I'm really curious who they're going to introduce as like, oh, this is your team here on this version of, the Reflection. And they have to do that for many more, clearly.
Yeah, the Aura tribes seem to be the big ones for me. And I wouldn't be surprised if that gives us reason to go back and speak with, the tribes that we have over in the Azim Steppe to help better connect us with that. And remember, there's that future seer that people used to love talking to every patch.
Yep, she says some stuff, yeah. But also, there's the giant bowl and the history of, like, all the different peoples there. There's a lot of world stuff, like architecture and things in that area that's interesting. There's a lot of stuff in most of the main Aetheris world that is like, they definitely mentioned that thing that sounds a lot like, an Azim related thing. That's strange. So I would love it if we finally get some answers, and more importantly, have our Indiana Jones adventure where we follow in the footsteps of our previous self and figure out what the hell was going on. Yes, thank you, please. Oh, and that all leads
out there.
I'm telling you, and it all leads to, look,
here it comes.
The only way you can activate this key in order to get in this thing is by having Azim do it. But because we're broken, we have to get the rest of us together to act, and then we form
the Azemgers.
It happens, and it's amazing, and everyone's excited and has to say, Jesse, you were right.
That's really the part that matters most.
It's really what it's about. Yeah.
I look how proud he is too.
Oh, because I know I'm going to be right. I can see it. Oh, I can taste it. Nom, 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 nom. Oh, it's going to be so good. And everyone's going to be like, wow, he really is the Coxtradamus of our time.
I was thinking that exactly, word for word.
Mm-hmm.
Your fucking grin is killing me this whole time.
I do most of this to try and annoy Sly. Like, if I can get a reaction, like a general, if I can get like some sort of internal sigh, I feel really good about it.
I get enough of Happy, but why?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Of all people, Jesse, why you?
Well, it's because I know Happy will go along with it. He'll yes and this.
Yeah.
Thing. But you will have none of it. And frankly, that's what makes it fun.
That's fair. That makes it all the more.
Because I'm just like listening to this and I'm like, okay. Okay.
It's plausible, right? It could happen. Will it?
It could.
100% no, but it could. It could.
No, you can't back down. You have to be so Jesse, this happened to me with Ethos when he was doing 14 content still. Every expansion, I'd be like, it's all building towards the moon. Every single time I was like, we keep the moon, if we're going to the moon, it's gonna happen. And every expansion, he said, the moon's not going to do anything. I'm like, it's a classic Final Fantasy IV storyline. Yeah. It's light versus dark. Like, it's all there. And they keep telling us that moon is, that Dalamud's one of them. But what about the other? It's all there. And then when the Endwalker trailer opened and it was just the fucking moon on the screen, the vindication.
We were watching together.
And we were doing a group watch party on Twitch. And his soul left his fucking body the moment we saw him walking on the moon.
I mean, all I'm saying is they can't drop us a Zero and a ukulele and a bunch of other plot, like, oh, I was like a warrior of light on this world, I did this thing. Like, they're clearly, if we're doing an Azim based expansion like arc, They can't not show that, like, there are other reflections of us on, because they've said, the Asians were like, oh yeah, no, there's other versions. Like, you're just the one we picked for this. We crammed that soul in this body or whatever. Enjoy. But like, there's other us's. It has to mean something. Whether it's my insane theory or not, there will be a moment where we meet another us. We met Ardbert already. We will meet another us. My crazy theory right now, this is the craziest one, that the Reaper version of us we saw in the trailer is in fact the evil us. It's not a transformation into a Reaper as a job. It's another one of us watching everything, be like, oh, I hate this other me. He thinks he's so cool. That's my crazy theory.
Well, we're not in agreement there. I won't yes and that one.
Yeah, I had my crazy theory. It was disproven now that we have Helmrit, but I can shift it a little bit. I can shift it.
How?
Because one storyline we have Uriange's. I originally thought that somehow Moonbreeda would be brought back in like an Asian form. It's
Damn, that's crazy. That's
it's
something,
still possible,
man.
she might be a Winterer. She might be brought back.
That would
as
be
a Winterer
some
and-
fucking play if she was a Winterer.
There's only one thing. No, there's only one thing they should do. And this comes from me as someone who wants to see the fandom burn like a little tiny calyx. I want to put on a furry suit and watch the world burn. Moonbreeda returns. Everyone's thrilled. Everyone's like, oh my God, this is it. I'm so excited. This is incredible. She has the soul of our blonde, big-butted boy crammed in there. And he's like, yup. He returns, but in her. Xenos is back in Moonbreeda.
Like
you have to deal with it.
I didn't like any of that.
Tell me that wouldn't be the greatest moment in the history of all. People would lose their mind. They'd be so upset.
I mean, Moonbreeda do have that dumpy though. Let's be real.
That's what I'm saying. That's why he chose her.
That's why I chose her.
Yeah. He's like, I needed someone with reflexes. Yeah. And so he jumped in there. Zoop. I'm just saying it would be like the best week on all the subreddits ever. I would just sit there and like, yeah.
It's about to be the best week on the subreddits from the suggestion alone.
Right.
I'm
I'm just
scared
putting it out
now.
in the ether. You never know when devs are watching. I'm just saying, putting it out there.
And I'm hoping they're not. I hope if Foxconn turned it on, he immediately went, that's it. I'm turning it off now.
I hope he was like, I need to tell everyone right now about this amazing idea.
How about
Or I'm like boiling the pot. You know, I'm throwing out terrible ideas so that Azemgers makes a lot more sense. Sounds a lot more reasonable, doesn't it? Doesn't it, Internet? Sounds pretty reasonable now.
he's trying to make you believe by juxtaposition that he's more correct about one thing by ruining something else. I'm going to buy you a popcorn bucket with your own fucking face on it at some point. And just.
Oh, can it be one of those ones where it's my mouth and I'm like,
yes.
and then I eat from my own mouth the popcorn?
Yes, it can be that.
Thank you.
That's exactly what I was thinking. So you're
pal.
good. Yeah. I've gotten Sly a Christmas gift before. I'm due for more Christmas gifts.
Mm-hmm.
I got Sly a Christmas card that did the John Cena meme when he opened it.
Yep, still have it.
Yep. It's a good one. I was proud of that. I'm glad you still have it. I'm happy you still have it. There we go. It's important. Brand consistency.
That cork pop. That was a podcast level cork pop. It's like, if you're just listening, you understand what's happening.
Yeah, you could think that was a soundboard. It was good. I liked it. How about Don Vothery as one of the Winterers? There you go. See, it's all coming around. He was a Winterer all along.
Mm-hmm.
And Chorts' cousin from another shard.
With
We got to
Z,
talk
Chorts
about
with a
Chort,
Z.
man. We got to talk about Chort.
That means we have to talk about the clit.
Yeah, we have to talk. We found it. It's the what's the pronunciation actually? It's the clitium.
Clitium. The clitium.
No,
Clitium.
they say it correctly.
I think it's.
No, I'm saying I heard clit. I did.
No,
hear
in game,
clit
I think they call it the clutium. Is what I think they say in game. But like, I thought for sure it was gonna be clitium. I didn't think it was gonna be so close. I didn't think it would be so close that you can hear clit. Like it is. They didn't even. It is too close, and it's hilarious. And I frankly am here for it.
Gutter Mines, the blot of you.
I didn't have one. I thought it was gonna be the clitium. I thought for sure that's
I
what
originally
it would be.
thought that too.
And they were like, no. It's the clutium.
And I had that listen like every time they said it. I'm like, wait, what? Did she say clit? Did she say clit? What
was that?
What?
Yeah. Huh? With that said, I did Google it on stream. Let's see if I can find it again. It does have an origin. It is a real thing. It is
it's one of those clouds in the sky that like is a specific shape. No. You mean the opposite of Fahrenheit. Oh no. You mean that little bald kid from the PBS show? No.
Yep. That's the one. That's exactly
it. This went through so many iterations. I was getting confused.
No, it was things that sounded similar.
Yeah.
Apparently it is Klutos means famous, renowned, or celebrated, which is very Garlean. So like it does make sense, and I like that they really stick with the things they do in this game, but sometimes they are like, and there was no backup choice. We couldn't like this is it, this is what you went with? All right, cool. I'll be an adult, I guess.
Haps,
Larborn made it into the game.
They know how our minds works, Haps. Come on now.
Mm-hmm.
What are you yelling at? What are you yelling at? I don't know what she's yelling at.
Wanted the belt, was going to take you from the top rope, take you out.
Right.
Yeah, that's to be fair. If I have a wrestling rink here, that's where it is. It's back there. I got a little one right there that's like covered with a bunch of stuff. That's it. That's where I get choke slammed by all my cats at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
See, now I feel like everything I've predicted is way too normal.
What did you predict? I'd love to hear a normie look.
I think we're just I think we're gonna use the key to turn the Ragnarok into our interdimensional spaceship, and that's what we're riding at the end of the trailer is the Ragnarok traveling through the shards. Because it looks like you're in the 9th, because it's like all thunderstorms and stuff when at the very end there. It's like thunderstorms and snow. So I was like reading it as like 9th to the 4th, going maybe going through like I don't know, something like that.
My question is, the Winterers, I mean, there are Legion of Doom. Besides Ascian magic, how else would they communicate between the shards?
Helmert just goes and fucking drops in occasionally, probably.
But so they don't communicate with each other?
I don't think they...
Winterers?
Well, their plans aren't in conjunction. She effectively just helps them achieve their individual
so you're saying
plans.
So you're saying they're each acting on their own accord. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like again, this is a rogues gallery. This is the Legion of Doom. There would have to be a meeting at some point in time. Like,
I feel like if Calyx can do it, he can show up where the hell he wants, and he's not an Ascian.
Right.
So they clearly have something. But I would say, Happy, you're probably right that we need to get everyone to this place. So you can't, we found out that you can't, no one else can go there and no one else can see the portal. So we have to have some way for you to use this ability for everyone. And that makes the most sense. We already have a ship that can do that. I will say, even though you're mentioning the fact that this is like a 755 thing, I would, I would rather we kind of do something akin to Shadowbringers, where it's like, let's spend some time in the world first before we throw some scions in there and like get caught up in science shenanigans. I just feel like every time we introduce new things, if there's a bunch of old stuff there, it hampers the new stuff, because now we're still focused like, oh yeah, no, all of our friends are here. I don't know. I felt that way about Dawn Trail. I feel that way about everything. I would just like if we could have some time. Oh, we went to this place. We saw some stuff. Boy, we could really use some help. Let's go back and get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I would just rather have a whole new rogues gallery, personally, in a new location. I'd rather they all stay behind, and then that, meanwhile, ... at any phase is them with whatever is going on back in the source. Personally.
Yeah, I think I'd love the Scions to have their own little adventures and stuff, but they're clearly coming with us. It's in the trailer. I will say, I demand that if you're going to introduce the Winterers, they need their own meanwhile scenes. I need as many meanwhiles with the Winterers as possible, because I want to see them as characters. Not more than just like, we have one plan and that's all we're going to do. Like, I want to see them kind of like, I want to have a favorite by the time I'm done. Like, oh, I like that one, you know?
He wants to pick out favorites.
Yeah. I like a boy band or like a K-pop band. I want to have my, what do they call it? There's a name for it. Not a preference. It's a,
oh my God, Jesse. Jesse.
What is it called? Help me out
Jesse,
here. K-pop
Jesse.
enjoyers in chat. What is that?
What have you done?
They have
What?
their, I don't know. It's like a bias is what it's called.
Oh.
They have their bias. It's not that you hate the others. It's that you like one more than the others. They have a bias. That's what it is. I want that.
Now you've unlocked something, Jesse, because now when we have every winter, it's going to be like fucking League where they have KDA. There's going to be like a fucking K-pop like art for all.
Yup.
Somebody
Kelly got a job. Kelly got to work.
Yes. Yes.
Oh God.
Oh, fan cams. That's what we need. We need fan cams of them all.
God.
Yep.
I love that is the only line I remember from that KDA song. Kelly got a job. Kelly got to work.
Yep.
God damn it.
Yeah, Winterers at the next FanFest. Live on stage, the Winterers.
Yeah, instead of the Primals, it's the fucking Winterers, and they do a fucking like K-pop performance. God.
That would be pretty good.
What instrument is Calyx and Halmerit on? If they're gonna do dancing, I guess it's more so which one's the dancer, which one's the singer, because they all have like a
Calyx would be a rapper. Calyx is
the rapper.
Calyx is the rapper. Fucking
for sure.
Christ.
Yeah. But he does like mumble rap. Yeah, he's like real quick with it.
No, he does not do mumble rap.
Mumble rap.
No.
He does mumble rap.
No.
He's too squirrely for that.
Oh my. Okay. 14 community. I need y'all to do one thing because y'all are really good at art. I need the squirrel Calyx with a Bucky's in the Bucky's icon, and it just says Calyx instead of Bucky's. I want that shirt made. I will happily wear that shirt.
I would wear that in a heartbeat too. That should be. That's like an Etsy store win. Someone has to make that.
Please.
That's so funny. Yes.
Can we have Chort in the band? Is crazy. Chort can be the manager. God. It's so funny.
He just rolls you over.
It's so funny. Throughout all the MSQ, when we're dealing with the Malthus subplot, getting him with Zero, everyone's like, why couldn't it have been Chort? Why did we save this guy? Why couldn't it have been Chort? God.
Chort knew the life he was living.
Yeah.
You can't. Chort's a bird you cannot cage. You can't.
Real quick side note. Going back to the you were talking about the Scions. Are we bringing just the main Scions or the B team too? Because we got our thing with the B team at the end.
I want to see Hori Boulder be a main character in an expansion, so I'm just cheering on Hori Boulder.
Another quick thing, and all that, we saw all the B team, including Flamine, and we talked to everyone. Flamine just fucked off. I did not see her
just left
at all. She just fucked off. I don't know where she went.
You can find her, and she has some lines that are like, "Hey, we got to do this. Like all the stuff we're gonna do is to keep Minfilia's legacy alive, like that kind of stuff." Another one of those,
right? Okay. Because like I was looking for her. I'm like, you can talk to Hori Boulder and everybody else. I'm like, where's Flamine?
She's like up on the. She's like way in the back of the other side of.
Oh, okay.
Like where she was serving food at the end of the last time we saw her there.
Yeah.
She's like way back over there. Also, we're still missing a few like Riol and other ones that weren't there. But I'm really excited to see those sort of like B team from the beginning guys. I think that's really neat to see them back there. It's nice to see that that girl and her sister are still there. The horniest girl who ever lived, and her sister who's like, "What is your problem?" I love those two so much. The fact that they keep putting them together now instead of putting her with the Boulder boys, or it's the fact that her sister's there now. Like, grow up, you're the worst. I think is very funny.
Still horny.
Yeah, I could use more of them. But I also could use more of the B team on the first. And I could use, more of all the side characters. It would be very fun.
We like, again, a Justice League does need the Wonder Twins.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm with you. Honestly, I think it would be a really interesting thing if the new jobs weren't main scions, but instead from these side characters.
Yeah.
Like the quest givers for them from now on would be B team. So it's like new tank, it's Hori Boulder.
Right. Because the way we got our old jobs was these characters. Like it wasn't like a main, Estinian. Yeah. But like there were very few exceptions where it was someone other than a scion. Like it was just a background character. And I would like it to go back to that. So I agree with you, Jesse. I want them to kind of give some love to the B team.
Yeah, I think it would give them a purpose other than just being there in, the base, sitting there the entire time doing nothing except for like
twiddling their thumbs.
Our entire plot line is this girl's trying to have sex with us. Like I would rather they have like, oh yeah, no, she really keeps coming on to me, so I learned this whole new tank method to get her away. I think that's a great way to do it. That's the lore. I'd be fine with that. Yeah.
That's lore.
Guess who's back?
I had to shield up.
This bitch.
I'm just saying, it's been a long time.
Oh, God.
These two brothers are like, she won't stop.
That's what Yoshiki meant by guess who's back.
Hori Boulder's back.
This bitch. She's trying to fuck us. Oh, my God.
Yeah. I don't know. I think really, though, having all those characters, each one has their own kind of thing they do. I think giving them a new job would be fun. Because then they can be, it doesn't have to be like, oh, they're in the cutscene as the new job and that's the reveal. I think it should be, these are the quest givers who give you the job and they're the ones you go back to and talk to. I think that'd be fun. I think it'd be cute.
Yeah, I'm curious to see. They said they might do some more job quests in the near future also. I just want to see some of those characters. Curious Gorge is just on his honeymoon at this point. I don't know what a honeymoon for Curious Gorge looks like, but I'm hopeful for
I want to see it. Yeah, no, I agree, Chad. I want to see Ehrenwald and Fordola. They're
those are great characters.
Babies.
Yeah, I forgot what they were. I mean, I think they're still technically part of that subsection that deals with random primal summonings.
Yeah, like the Scion's X-Force, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, the West Coast Azemgers. Yeah.
The West Coast Azemgers, Jesus. Well, among the MSQ things, we did have the dungeon. We talked about Chort briefly. Biggest disappointment is that the minion was not a short Chort. And that what?
I can only drink so much.
Honestly, it's great, and I hate that you said it. It's like really clever, and I don't like it.
I fucking hate it.
I said it was a goat. I would have loved for a short Chort.
I was talking to my raid like last night, and like, Why doesn't the goat scream? That would be great. A screaming goat.
Just imagine you're sitting waiting for like something to fucking spawn, like waiting for a hunt train to start, and there's just fucking goats going the whole time. Yeah, the real goat was Chort all along. That was the true goat.
Oh God.
There you go. But then we also got Enuo as a trial. He kind of filled the role I think most people thought he did, where he was kind of just a really powerful void sent vessel with which to explain everything that was, you know, the reason why there was even a fissure invasion, or where he was like drawn to and all that. The trial was pretty cool. There's one thing they did in that trial. I don't know if either of you even tried this or noticed or have heard, but in the ad phase, you can leave and go all the way to the very edge of the map. Like if you press M, the very edges of the corner, you can, I literally ran to the very edge of the map. And it's so funny because when you turn around, it's like you're just watching ants fucking dodging lasers the whole time. They're like so, it's literally like half a zone length away. It's like you ran from like.
Surely they fixed that.
I think it's intended. I think it's meant to be that way.
It's the void. Really? It's like the void. Like it's endless.
Huh.
I was surprised it even stopped. I was waiting to see if I kept going off the map. I literally
first time I did it, I was thinking about doing that. I was like, let me see how far I can go. Like I don't think you can fall off, but let me see how far I can go. Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty funny when you do it. I literally, like, when I went back to do it for my second character and I just had chat come in and like join me for it, as soon as the phase began, I'm like, all right, good luck everyone. And I just bolted to see if I can make it all the way to the end.
That's crazy. No, I most certainly didn't think to do that.
I think the only reason I thought of it was because in Extreme, we were wiping. And someone was like, well, how do I just die? And they're like, we'll just get autoed. And so they just started running and we're like, wait, how far can you go?
All right.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
That's just a fun little tidbit. That's a little funny thing I wanted to bring up about Enuo as a fight. I thought that was mildly entertaining. But yeah, and then we've already talked at length about how Calyx, she explains all the plans, the forced rejoinings. Like we pretty much hit on every main scenario point. Yeah. I think that needs to be hit. And then Calyx, of course, explaining his crazy plan. I really think all that's left in part 2 is just to find the way there. Like, and I don't know if that's going to just involve the Loporits or what our plan's actually going to be. But that's kind of where we're left.
Really quickly, maybe I've forgotten. Do they specifically spell out the fourth in 7.5?
Yes.
Yes. They actually say it.
Yeah. He goes, our destination.
Oh, that's right. He says it.
Fourth.
Yeah.
He says it, not Hamrit. All right. Yes. Okay. So that's how we get the tip off of where to go.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay. I was like, I don't remember her saying it, but it wasn't her. 'Twas the squirrel. All right.
Yeah. Calyx just shows up on his own.
And we do get the lines from the Evercold teaser, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we got, I mean, yeah, when we summon the heavens, the Dawn Trail, the actual Dawn Trail, we get the unite the world, you know, all that whole thing comes up again.
Oh, but we didn't talk about our weird potential revelation of what ethos is.
Yes. The name of the key. Ethos. Makes me feel like I hear Barnabas's voice more than anything when I hear Mythos from 16.
Yes, Mythos. Yeah.
Mythos. Ah, that's the new Mew evolution.
Yep. I don't quite know what any of it really means, but I imagine it would be something akin to, like, you know, the pathos and
logos. They're all Greek
logos.
words. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I
was about to say the names of the Three Musketeers because I was, you know, ethos, pathos, Aramis,
D'Artagnan.
D'Artagnan, of course.
There you go, D'Artagnan. Yeah. Yeah, so I have here ethos is the Greek word for character used to describe the guiding beliefs, values, or spirit that characterize a community, person, or organization.
Which is very on point for you as the Warrior of Light, because they literally have spelled out numerous times at this point your whole reason for being a hero is that other people follow the good that you do and you inspire them to do good. That's what makes you a hero. That's pretty much what this is.
I'm an adventurer. You seek thrills not to become a hero.
Yeah, I mean,
the
like,
thrill of itself, do you not?
And truthfully, I think that's the thing is like, yeah, you're just a dude or sexy cat girl or whatever the hell you are. And you are going around doing things, but the things you do inspire others to greatness. And so that's what makes you a hero. And I think that's the whole like ethos attitude here, which probably goes back to what Azum's deal was, which was I went around to every single, like all the little tribes, explored the world, shared all the things that like the ancients were doing, but with like the other peoples, that kind of stuff. And I feel like it makes sense. I don't know how any of it fits together in any sort of conceivable way, but like I get it. I get what they're going for.
Yeah. That's a very surface level comparison between the two. Whether it'll be something deeper is a very different story.
Yes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, a solid jam-packed 2 to 3 hour MSQ for 7.5.
Mm-hmm.
A lot for people to chew on, especially before the next FanFest, which we know that they're deliberately pacing FanFest 1 before Part 1 and FanFest 2 before Part 2 so that things make a little bit more sense. Another reason why I'm a little bit more hopeful it won't be kind of just random big event happens in Part 2, like with Endwalker. And that it's actually something that we need to know and understand going into the next expansion. But it's a waiting game. It's a waiting game now.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think, boy, I hate to stick on this because it probably means absolutely nothing in the long run, but the idea of like, you have ethos, which is kind of like, I model the character of being good so you can trust me because I've proven to you in the past that I can save the day. So like, stick with me, peoples of the reflections in the shards. And then you have like pathos, which is literally like, we're all gonna die. Everyone, I'm your only hope. Please get out of here, which is clearly Halmarit. And then you have the logos, which is like just straight up logic, which is probably Calyx. Like cold, emotionless logic. And I feel like that's like the three. It could be reading into it, but I feel like that's pretty on the nose too.
Yeah, and then Ganondorf shows up.
Right. Well, when you combine all three together, we turn into a giant pig man.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to assume we have strength in this case and not courage. Honestly, if we had all three, I would believe it. Mine, actually, no, not wisdom. I nod too much for wisdom to be a trait. Scrolls logos. Yep, Scrolls logos. They form the Triforce. Either way, very exciting first part of the MSQ. Solid dungeon, solid trial. Very good story bit with a lot to chew on that people will be speculating on for quite some time.
Yeah.
Then we move over to something that was fine, in my opinion, for the Final Fantasy XI Alliance Raid finale. AKA Jafar's Crazy Adventure.
Oh,
yep.
Jafar, my hero.
Yeah.
I love him.
Mm-hmm.
You love him? You love Surreal Jafar?
I love Jafar. He is I loved him in the base game, and I genuinely thought he was going to be the main villain. I thought for sure he's the main bad guy. And then he got knocked off a thing. My only disappointment is that they went back to the same place and he didn't get knocked off again. I thought for sure he was going to get knocked off the exact same ledge in the exact same place, and I would have enjoyed that tremendously. With that said, story-wise, it's kind of like a nothing burger, except it's kind of fun to see these characters do a thing. But with that
Jesse,
also
how much 11 have you done?
I played literally when it was like the thing to play. I played through the end of Chains of Promethea.
Okay.
So like I didn't play Otorgan or whatever came after that, but I'm aware of it, but I only played the first arc. So to me, what I wanted from this, because it seemed like we were doing first arc stuff, is I really wanted a Promethea fight. We got that. I felt really good about it. And then I got a Shantoto laugh from my very first run. So all in all, a win for me. I was doing great. I was enjoying everything. I'm a little upset they changed the Promethea fight, but whatever.
Yeah, for those who missed it, they altered the arena because people were getting vertigo.
Yeah.
And as a long-time 11 player, I disapprove.
Yes, as a person who loved that fight and did it a ton in Final Fantasy XI, fighting over Vana'diel was really cool. Like, that was always the highlight of that entire expansion. That was great. However, I don't think it matters in Final Fantasy XIV if you can see Vana'diel, because it doesn't, it's whatever. Who cares? But it does suck that it's not there anymore. But yeah, I think I got the fight I wanted, and I got an emote that I wanted, and like after that, I was like, all right,
God, I can't believe you got that in one run. So lucky.
Don't worry, everything else I've rolled since has been a 1. I literally have either that a 1 or a 6. All my luck was on that. I have not won anything since of value.
You won the most important thing first. I don't think it matters.
Oh, yes. And it continues. Little JC just goes, oh, and it keeps cycling. You can stand there for hours and let that thing go. It's glorious.
I gotta win it. It's gonna happen. I'll guilt my chat. Be like, guys, chat, you wouldn't take my.
Yeah, you have to do like a chat
Are you
run.
really gonna? I mean, he has the money to do it. He's literally gonna pay his alliance the money to just skip out on it.
I could. All I do is I go, hey, listen, if I win it, everyone gets 500,000. If I lose it, nobody gets anything, and we'll all know.
Nah, you got to raise the stakes a little bit more. You got to go like a mil half.
I'm not paying 23 people $1.5 million. That's not happening.
You have the money.
Well, then I guess you're gonna have to roll.
Mm-hmm, exactly.
Good thing I host the runs every week. I host all 3 alliance raids every week, every Tuesday after I'm done with Unreal, which has also been a good time. Yeah, but side pivot. Shinryu Unreal, a lot of fun.
Cool.
Yeah, I didn't think they would include anything Abyssy in this. And like, again, spoilers, again, our Elvan is like, again, like, I think
he's John Final Fantasy 11. Yeah.
From Abyssy.
Well, no, so he's not from Abyssy. He is the culmination of every memory of every player of Final Fantasy 11.
He's like all the players. He's John, literally John Final Fantasy 11.
Yeah. So he knows everything about everything in Final Fantasy 11 and has memories of every single experience because he's a culmination.
So he's
of all
happy,
of them.
basically. He's happy.
No, I'm
thrilled to be here. Not happy, thrilled. Yeah, we can't say happy legally, distinctly not happy. I will say I loved the final fight. I think it was a lot of fun. I liked the two-headed dragon bit. I thought the music was fun. It's a good experience. But like, I don't think if you were like, boy, I can't wait to learn more about Final Fantasy 11 and experience the story in any sort of way, that didn't happen. You got like a best of showing, and then it was like, if you literally what they should have done is at the end when those characters were like, and we'll always be here, there should have been a thing where when they walk into the further part of Juno and there's that portal that opens, like, oh, this is how we get back to Final Fantasy 11. Literally, it should still be there, and when you click it, it loads you to the playonline.com webpage. It should have been that way. It should have done that.
Now the real fight
you
begins.
Want to join your friends?
Right.
Yeah.
The 13th boss. There you go. I had to make a guide on installing Play Online. Like, I actually in 2024 made a video guide on how to install Play Online.
They still make you buy Krista or whatever it was, where you had to buy basically Dave and Buster's bucks in order to pay for Final Fantasy 11, which is crazy.
I mean, you can buy Krista still for 14 even, if you want to. But No,
Really?
Yeah, Krista still.
Wow.
Well, the big thing is you can use a prepaid card to buy Krista, but you can't put a subscription on a prepaid card. So like you can use it to
You
buy
can
that.
buy a amount of Krista and just hold
Yeah.
that, and that's your
That's
I
your
must stress
subscription,
for anyone who is
Or
watching
PayPal, yeah.
and can clip a segment, I almost spit out my drink.
Yeah, I saw
I had
it.
to catch there's a moment where it went like, "Brew." I just want to stress, really? That
Yes.
seems insane to me.
I mean, you can also just put it on your debit or credit card if you want to, but Krista's there. It's been there for a long time. Yeah.
Why wouldn't they just get rid of okay,
Because
I don't
because
understand.
it's because of the payment methods you can use. It basically
Right.
allows more payment methods. Like if for some reason you get a $50 Amex gift card and you want to buy subscription time with it, you buy the Krista with that because they won't let you put a subscription on an Amex gift card.
It's an
Also
alternative.
PayPal.
It's an option.
And you can use
Okay.
PayPal, which
All right.
also can't be used. Yeah. There's good reasons.
right.
It's the same reason you can
I
pay your
guess options are good.
you can pay for your subscription with fucking Steam Wallet if you're selling trading cards enough. Like you can if you're someone who's playing on Steam. So, Yeah, because you can do recurring with Krista, but you can buy Krista with non-recurring forms of payment. Steam gift cards you can use for the Steam Wallet. Yeah, you can use those if you're someone who's playing on Steam. Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't even know Krista was still a thing you could do.
Yeah, absolutely.
But,
It's plenty of options. Yeah. Also, if you want the game to unsub for you, and you just because if you run out of Krista, and your subscription will just stop, like you don't have to worry about actually taking your credit card off, for example.
Okay.
Yeah.
The more you know. PlayOnline.com. It's still there. And should be linked to from the game when you click that portal. That would have been the single greatest way to end that.
Dolphin
As
intensifies.
like, yo, no. They literally hit you with like a Motel 6 and we'll leave the light on for you. They hit you
We'll
with
leave
that
the
at
light
the
on
end.
for you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm Tom Bodette from Motel. They literally did that at the end. They're like, we'll leave the light on for you.
Yes,
I
I
was
know.
like,
I'm
okay,
still
cool.
fucking playing 11. Yes, I know. The light's on.
Oh.
Ugh.
I thought that was really cute. I
Yeah,
love that they, in some way, were like, we're going to make you feel emotions. Go play Final Fantasy 11. I was like, all right, that's fun.
Yeah.
Who am I carrying through 11 now? I think Whoops is next on the docket.
That sounds fun. Are you doing
I
all of it? Are
still-
you trying to go back through all of 11?
I've done it multiple times. Like they released their new story. I think it was in 2021, Voracious Resurgence, which funnily
Voracious
enough
Resurgence.
is a heavily Norse themed expansion because you find out that spoilers that the Gulkins reincarnate by traveling to Valhalla and climbing to the top of the mountain to be granted life again by Odin to fight an eternal war.
Well, obviously.
Yeah.
I will say,
Unless you're like, unless you're a Shadow Lord.
No, he also Odin sent him back for the exact same reason.
I will say
course,
my least
man, why
favorite
not?
part of the dungeon of the raid, motherfucking Whitegate.
Hey, they've been updating Besieged as of late. It's got item level now.
Yeah. There's like, and I get there first time. Is this fucking Besieged?
Yeah.
Are they making a mistake? Oh my god.
Jesse, since you didn't play Otter Gone, sometimes that city gets attacked and you can have up to 750 people in the zone and you can't tell what the fuck is
Yep.
happening. It's completely useless to try to figure out what's happening. It's a fucking disaster. But everyone loved it because it was big city fight, fun time, I guess.
Sure.
Yeah. And that's
Alexander
what
was
that
great,
second.
though.
No, Alexander moving should be illegal. That motherfucker should not be moving like that. Him flying up in the air, and I was like, no. Alexander sits in one place and doesn't move.
I know.
It was
I
weird.
know.
It was weird enough when they gave him fucking Edward Scissorhand fingers back in Heaven's Ward when he was trying to fucking walk around on his little hands. Now he's just flying all over the place.
I thought it was fun. Honestly, I thought that was
It
fun.
was a good fight, but it was weird. I don't like him moving. I don't like him moving like that.
I think all the fights. So I mean, like the Alliance raids and the like the raids have been like really fun mechanically. There's been like a lot of stuff going on, a lot of things to look at, and move around and do. I'm very pleased with what they did with sort of like the like raids for everybody. some of the other like harder stuff, I'm like, yeah, no, I'm stupid. This ain't for me.
I did
But-
Ultima Weapon with you, Jesse. What are you talking about? You did great.
Yeah, and all I did is what I did when I played WoW. Listen to what people tell me to do and do it. That's it. I don't do anything else. I will not do anything else. I'll be like, oh, go stand here. Okay, I do that. I'm a very good follower. I'd be like a good... I'm like, when I raid, I'm like Forrest Gump. They're like, Forrest, go in that hole. I'm like, okay. Yeah, that's who I am. Yeah.
Lieutenant Dan.
Yeah. I mean, I think that it's a little too easy. Again, I feel like they haven't. That's still kind of going on from Endwalker. I don't mind if I don't expect them to be hard, but I expect them to not keel over so quickly, so early after coming out. You know, even if people are living. That's the only thing that I'll give the near raids. I don't like how long they take, but the bosses don't keel over for the most part. They just they take too long in general, but they just don't feel as good to get there. So that's still kind of the big thing. And also for me, it doesn't matter if it's Final Fantasy 11. It doesn't matter if it's near. I want my 24 mains to contribute towards Eorzea's lore and Heidelin's lore in the world. And that does not happen here. This is a full-blown, you know, we're here to get you to go play Final Fantasy 11 and to honor its memory. And that's fine. I played it. I like that. As long as it's fun. That's all that matters. And I had fun doing it. But I would prefer more Void Ark, Myths of the Realm. Even Return to Ivalice, which was an actual expansion of our world, just incorporating Ivalice's lore into it.
Yeah.
That to say, I'm not innately excited for our next 24-man, but it might be fun.
Fuck you. Eat a dick. I get fucking giant robots, anime robots in my fucking fantasy game. You were gonna leave me the fuck alone, Happy. You were gonna let me have this.
As long as it's not bad, Sly. That's all that matters. If it's good, that's all that matters.
I genuinely believe that like the smartest way they could do it to make it feel like it's in universe is the new expansion in the trailer, in the images they've shown. They've shown countless giant, like white, weird looking things that are very angel-esque.
The angels.
And I feel like if you're going to do an Ava storyline, you could easily use those giant creatures as angel stand-ins and then explain, oh, well, we need to fight him with this thing and give us an Ava plotline.
Well, the question is, will it take from, again, you have options. Will it take from original Ava? Will it take from
just the movie.
Rebuild? Will it take from Rebuild? Or will it take from Yoko Taro's remake?
Oh, it's all Yoko Taro. And
yeah, I've heard
somehow at the end, 2B shows up. 2B shows up in an Ava suit and is like, I'm here to help. And I would flip out.
I'm hoping it takes from Rebuild. If anything, because I loved Rebuild of Eva. Like that whole entire, like everything, Wonder. Like, God, if we get to fight on top of Wonder when it was in France, and I mean, we're not going to France in 14, but God damn it, if we get to fight on top of Wonder.
We already got to fight in Japan in the near raid. Why not France?
Oh my God. My anime boner cannot get bigger. Oh my God. Oh my God.
I feel like, it's like, no matter what, they must, if only for the memes. It ends with us on like the shore of a blood weird goop ocean, and everyone's just like, congratulations. Congratulations. You beat the raid. You did it. You beat it. You did good work. But
everyone, if anything comes out of this around this 24-man raid, look forward to getting a Pin minion. Congratulations. You're getting Pin as a minion.
Great.
You get a penguin minion.
All I'm saying is that I'm not going in as excited as everyone else because I would have preferred something that fits Final Fantasy 14 more than something that is a collaboration. Especially, and I feel that way about 11. I feel like I would have preferred a raid theme that was more engaged than the Final Fantasy 11 raid series. I'm staying consistent with that.
But you know what this means, Haps? This opens, like, I mean, Nier kind of opened it up to this, but this opens it up. You let anime robots into our 14 game. Fuck, you can go full Go Nagai, Mazinger, Getter Robo, fucking Grindizer. You can go anything. You could do anything. Like, we have a robot in a G Warrior, but it's not powered by anime and God. that like other anime robots are. I'm sorry, you cannot take this away from me.
Chat said it best. No, it was really when Fall Guys happened where anything goes really stepped in.
Yeah, that is. I still think that's one of the strangest collabs, and I yet still love it to death. So I'm open to anything. It doesn't matter to me. As long as it's entertaining. Like,
Yes.
again, I loved the raids. The story for the 11 stuff was I feel like there was a million ways they could have gone, and they went kind of like I'm a bad guy and I'm going to use this one very weird plot point from Dawn Trail to bring back like they could have done anything with this, and they were like, this is what we've chosen. It's like, oh, okay. Sure. But it was fine. I like the raids enough, so.
Listen, if you're gonna give me a collab at this point that's out, just give me the Grand Blue one and get it over with. Just they've already collabed with 11. Prish is in Grand Blue. Just go ahead and finish the circle. We've got Endless Ragnarok in July as it is. Just make it happen. All right. I want to fight. I want to fight Managarmer. I want to fight. I want to fight what's his face. I want to fight Lucifer and Lucilius.
You can get that if we get an SMT fucking collaboration.
I was just about to say, if we Shimigami this thing, I would be so excited.
You could literally get, well, no, Shiva's dead. You couldn't get Shiva versus Shiva. You could get Garuda versus Garuda, though. Ooh, that's a thing. Yeah. Ooh.
That's a thing. We could do that. It'd be fun.
Well, we'll see.
We wouldn't get Mara, of course. We wouldn't get Mara.
Oh, you don't want Dick Chariot?
I mean, we already have them. Lucifuge and Evilise. That's basically the skeleton of Mara.
Yeah, that's pretty Dick Chariot.
Yeah, it's the Mara skeleton, and like Amimia, who worked on Apocalypse and 4, did the art for Evilise. So
I just realized something.
What's up?
Uh-oh.
Chat just brought up an idea. So I've been predicting that the Gold Saucer event was going to be a Final Fantasy VII collaboration. That's why they're still hiding it. They're waiting for Summer Game Fest to announce Part 3. And then we'll find out after that what the Gold Saucer update that we're still going to get, that they've kept a secret, is. You know what else happens between now and the end of the 7.5X cycle? Switch release. What if there's a Nintendo collaboration?
What would it be? Splatoon.
God, no.
It's Splatoon, and we have to run
Smash.
around.
No, it's Smash. Everybody's
Imagine
here.
Xenos and Smash.
Yo, everybody's here.
What are you doing?
I can see that. Opening doors, changing lives back there.
That's what he's doing. Yeah,
Right.
my cats are. I had cleaning people here earlier, so they're a little on edge. So they're fighting for attention. Tammy just ran over and was like, "Love me! Stop sniffing Ivy's butt. Stop it. Don't sniff."
As
my
long
butt
as it's
either."
not that jank fighting game from Rebirth. No, thank you.
This is the one where you punch high, mid, or low.
Yes, I hate that. I hate that game.
What if it's air gaze for?
Air gaze would be great. Air gaze would be great. I'm not like that. No memeing. Air gaze would be great. I would co-sign on that.
Cloud and Sephiroth are in that. It's ARMS. Yeah, it's for the ARMS sequel. Legs.
We like Square can do this. They kind of memed back in the day for ARR with the whole fighting thing for April Fools. They can do this. They have the technology.
Either way, does most of what it was in 7.5, at least the things you guys are going to want to talk about. There was new Big Fish. There was the new ocean fishing route. What? No. What do you? So I'll have you know, by the way, and chat, this is a world first announcement. Nobody knows this has happened yet. But after the whole ole thing in pre-show fell apart, I went and caught the Greater Serpent of Ronka. So that's done. And nobody knew that till I caught it like an hour and a half ago. So
Screes in chat, please. Scree.
Yeah. Literally, there was a point where Jesse was making a point and I went like this, and it was because I caught the serpent.
Not because you completely agreed with me. Wow.
There was no chance that was happening.
Wow.
There was absolutely no chance that was happening. No.
I lost him.
Lost me. You never had me.
Well, there was a moment.
I will nod along and allow you to have these thoughts. Agree is a very strong word.
Unless you disagree, you're basically agreeing. I think that's how arguments work.
You know what? I don't have a rebuttal.
Yep. I hit you with the Logos, Ethos, and Pathos, and D'Artagnan. All four. I got you.
All four of the Three Musketeers.
No, yeah, I think that was a straight Ricky Bobby. If you ain't first, you last. that was a Ricky Bobby. Bake. Shake and bake, baby.
Oh my God. What else? I mean, it was mostly just stuff like that for the remainder of 7.5. You know, new achievements.
Please wait till 7.55. Oh,
Sly, I escaped it for now. There's no ocean fishing point achievement. It wasn't there.
For now.
Instead, I've been on boats plenty to catch some of the new fish. So, yeah, my chat is really, really looking for me to have to suffer through that. But I did come up with an even worse idea than that, Sly.
Why do you do this to yourself?
No, listen, this is great. Check this out. All right.
This is entertainment. This is content, but go ahead.
All right. So the worst achievement in the game, arguably, I think it's about to be usurped because we actually know they're adding new achievements to Northhorn.
Yep.
They're adding 10,000 chests, 2,000 bunnies, and 2,000. They're doing that. That's not where this is going. I just think those are worse than what I'm about to say. The worst achievement in the game is arguably 30,000 accursed hordes if you're not a cheating son of a bitch. Because you average about 60 an hour. So here's what I do: a subathon where I have to work on that achievement until the subathon fails.
I mean, why are you on drugs?
Yeah. Do you need help? Like, are you
Spoofy? Spoofy?
Are you like what happened?
Spoofy?
Do you hate yourself? Do you want to talk about
No. We talked about this. No, this is different. Like, Dark Souls players hate themselves. Soulsborne players fucking hate themselves. We hate ourselves, but we play the fucking game. This is something completely fucking different. It's not even a cry for help at this point because he doesn't need help. He thinks he doesn't need help.
This is one of those like I like the pain kind of situations.
Right. It's,
all right. Okay.
It's a little, I want to say it's a little bit sexual
nasty
at this
boy.
point. Yeah, he's a little bit sexual at this point. Oh my
nasty
God.
boy over here. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right.
Uh-huh.
That's why we only see from here up. I get it. I get it, you nasty boy.
How you doing? How you doing? We just had a mini intervention, but it wasn't an intervention because he's still gonna do this shit. He's still gonna do this shit. That's the thing.
We brought you in for the intervention. We sat down, realized, oh no, like nothing we can say will change this. So we're here to support. We're here to support your freaky little nasty habits.
Haps is like, if you see me doing this, I am okay. Like I am not in danger. I am okay.
I wanted this to happen to me. Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yep. We did a good thing. We did a good thing. Look at what we can do.
Yeah. Yeah. You were expecting an angel and devil on your shoulder, then two devils showed up. And we're like, you gonna do this? No, I got. Yeah, we tried to we were just like out deviling each other on your shoulder.
Pretty much.
That just makes me think of the scene from Jay and Silent Bob where it was like, oh, the angel was going to show up, but then we bitch slapped that motherfucker and sent him packing. Put the cock down. God damn it, dude. I was going to say giggity, and then you said that, and it's just... Here's the thing. You assume that event will last more than 1 hour. Nobody wants to see that.
Oh, you fool.
You say that.
You fool.
You sweet summer child, or winter child, excuse me. You were born in December.
Yeah, you're definitely a winterer. You think your
he's a
plan's going to work.
He's a winterer.
Yeah,
oh
you
God.
fool.
Oh my God.
I just
Somebody
got
said,
paid.
I just got paid. Right. Yeah. Yeah. In the words of Ariana Grande, yeah. Yeah.
I was thinking more like it's Friday night and I just got paid. That's what came to my head, but you know.
Yeah.
It surely won't last very long.
You just don't understand.
Just
people's desire. Like, you think
to see
like,
you suffer.
Yeah. Here's
so I tried to give them the chance to make me suffer. I let chat customly make a pizza, and they fucking made a good pizza instead of a bad one.
No, but here's the thing you don't understand is this is a level of suffering you're not prepared for, because there's going to be people will stop watching over time because they're like, oh, this is terrible. This is the worst thing I've ever seen. And they'll stop watching, but there'll be like one guy left at the end who's like, dance for me. And he'll keep giving you money, and it'll just be you and him in chat. And he'll be like, keep going.
Haps,
keep doing it. You wanted to do it. Didn't you, Happy? Oh, you're done. There's going to be one dude. And he'll be with you to the end.
Haps, you have to understand. I have punishment beverage. I can't even call it whiskey at this point. It's called Elvis Midnight Snack. It is the worst thing.
Oh, is it
ever
peanut butter
known to
and
man.
banana?
Yes. And peanut butter, banana, and bacon. And there's a rancid fucking bacon. This is how much punishment I've had to take, Haps. Like, this is how much punishment I've had to take. Half the bottle is gone.
It says it's a premium spirits collection. It's got to be good. It's premium. That's what that means.
They wrote premium on it, though. They wrote premium.
Yeah, they've got. Listen, the flavors seem great. They've got one whiskey here called Tiger Man. They've got a whiskey called The King and a whiskey called yours, Midnight Snack. This take on the famous late night concoction delivers the hunka burning love for the peanut butter, banana, and bacon flavor you've been dreaming of.
Okay, first of all, I hate banana. Secondly, the bacon's there. It just tastes like if you left bacon out for a week. Yeah, it's rancid bacon.
If it's pays,
sour.
I mean, you know, if it's good, you know.
So yeah, this is my punishment whiskey. Every time I want to do an incentive. By the way, I'm not doing one today, so fuck off. I'm drinking good whiskey today. But yeah, no.
So it's dry aged. Perfect.
I love, here's what I'll say. I love when you go online looking for whiskey to try and find like, oh, what's Sly talking about? Because whiskey sold online is always in like collector's boxes, and they're always insane. And I just saw right underneath Elvis was the Derringer bourbon whiskey like box set
with the guns.
And it comes with a gun.
Yeah, that's stupid shit. That's stupid shit. Yeah, I know all about that. It's you're paying for the guns. You're not paying for the whiskey. You are not paying for the whiskey. It's like, okay, the Derringer.
Your whiskey from a gun? That's crazy.
Right.
That's crazy.
Right. Yes, you can. It's so fucking stupid.
That's my favorite part of Pat 7.5 is when we drank whiskey from the gun.
Yeah,
that's what Emmett really brought the gun for in Shadowbringers. Yeah, he was like he shot Graha. It's like,
and they took a drink. He took one shot for him, one shot for me.
He just took some Derringer. He just drank some bad whiskey. Oh my god,
that's all it was.
It's ridiculous.
Oh my god, straight from the barrel.
Yeah.
Now that's a pun.
I never thought about that. That is so good.
That's incredible.
Holy shit,
really
that's
good.
Incredible.
Yep.
Remember that we once lived, because I'm going to be out tomorrow.
Holy shit. Oh my God, my bourbon night's gonna be so good tonight. Holy fuck. My God.
Oh, God.
Oh, fuck.
If you had to take another step.
If you had to take another shot.
Just imagine Emmett Sell getting pulled over by the police and they're telling him to do the fucking line walk to make sure he's not drunk. And he's just like, if you take another step.
He waves them off as he walks down that. Yeah, he does the whole thing. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He was drunk when he did that. That's why his hands like that.
Oh, yeah. Every time he did that.
Yeah, every time he's
drunk,
dude,
he was never not drunk.
You try being alive for 10,000. You try being alive for 10,000 years and don't pick up a habit, Sly.
He's been having Derringer that long that he just does that every time.
He's a functioning alcoholic. It's his whole character.
Oh God.
He needs it in order to get the day started. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Can't believe
all your friends died and you drink bad whiskey for that? No, you want the good stuff. You don't drink bad whiskey because
drink
all your
whatever you can get at
that's
that
his
point.
punishment. Yeah, he's punishing himself. That's his banana peanut butter bacon whiskey.
No,
I really need that whiskey.
Elvis.
I'm not gonna lie. Did you have that? Did you have that at FanFest? Did I miss it?
No, I don't want to do that to my friends. I'm good. I bring good whiskey.
Are you saying I'm not your friend because you wouldn't do this for me?
Damn.
No, I'm saying I'm your friend because I wouldn't do that to you.
But I'm asking you for it as my friend.
And as a friend, I am denying it because you do not, you don't want to smoke. You don't want it. Please. Just
no, I want the whiskey. We're not talking about smoke.
You don't want it, Haps. I'm telling you.
I'm gonna buy it
for your own sake.
You can't stop me. I bought mac and cheese ice cream from Le Voin or whatever the fuck that ice cream brand is. Like, I bought pickle ice cream when I was at TwitchCon.
Every time I've had to take an ounce pour of that, I've literally gagged and had to chase it with better whiskey. I can't even call it.
I think
whiskey.
You're just using it as an excuse to have more whiskey.
You just really like it so much, but you're embarrassed. No, I get it. I understand.
No, it's horrible.
Yeah,
it's punishment.
You like it.
It's punishment beverage. I don't even call it whiskey. It's just beverage.
It's insulting to whiskey.
I'm not saying I'm literally Googling whiskey and gun sets now, but there are quite a few. And it's ridiculous.
There's a Doc Holliday one. Like, Doc Holliday is at least good. Doc Holliday's at least good, but yeah, there's a Doc Holliday.
There are quite a few. Who knew?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not surprised. They used to hand kids the fucking magazines in the 90s and be like, do you want a like doll or this AK like right like 2 pages apart. So this is just the natural evolution of that.
Right. But dolls with AKs, action figures.
There you go. That's all it is. That's all G.I. Joe was. He was a doll with a gun. All right. I think
awesome.
I think we've largely escaped the topic of patch 7.5. I'm not gonna
Yes.
Or have we? Spoilers?
I'm waiting for the
Think about it. Think about it. Calyx with the gun. You're welcome.
Oh my God.
If he's a squirrel, is it a pea shooter?
Bro.
Oh, we have another one for that.
Bro.
There's a whole pun whiskey that I have over here.
Is that a whiskey gun? Nut shots?
Yeah, his pea shooter only does nut shots. Yeah, that's right.
There you go.
Chat, thank you so much for coming out today. I really appreciate it. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, that was kind of a corny joke.
Thanks to everybody on the Patreon who support us. We don't charge anything, but we really, really appreciate you. So thank you so much. Still series, not sponsoring the episode, but Still series. Go support Happy and Still series. Yeah. So that's the show for this week. Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, he does look like he. You know what? I guess in a squirrel outfit with the coat on, he does look like a nutty professor. That's true. That's a good one.
We're gonna get to outros. So Jesse, let us know what you're working on, where they can find you, what's going on in your neck of the woods.
Oh, well, as you are aware by now, I'm working on being on as many podcasts with you two as possible and derailing them as
Okay.
much as I can. It is truly a joy of mine, and I'm happy to be back, baby. Man, oh man. In the world of Final Fantasy, I'm just, goofing around, playing all the daily stuff, getting on there, talking about, whatever the hell people want to talk about when it comes to all this. So if you have any thoughts and you're like, Jesse, what about this thing? I will sit there and listen to you, give me your wacky theory, and then I'll tell you why you're absolutely correct. Because surely you must be. And yeah, I right now also I'm playing. If you are, I'm gonna say if you're 30 plus,
How you doing?
please give the game Mixtape a go. It's like 4 hours ish.
Oh, I was
It
already
is-
planning on it, but yeah. Mm-hmm.
It is a genuine like love letter to the
Love letter.
90s, especially late 90s. And it's less a game and more of an experience. And I just got to be like, go play that. I don't know that you can stream it. I streamed it. I don't give a damn, but it will be mega copyright. Every level is a soundtrack that is a major song. So like, enjoy. But truly a great game. And I loved playing it. So yeah, check that out.
Yeah, I remember when they played the trailer for it, and I was like, oh, this is already a disaster.
Yep. Yeah. And there is no like streamer mode. They were like, no, the music's the point. So
I can respect it.
that's that.
Not
Yeah.
everything has to be about social media in terms of streaming and everything. Make a product, make it good.
Yep.
Well, thank you, Jesse, and you'll be invited on again. Do not worry.
Oh, stop it. Oh, stop it. I can't wait to ruin another one.
It's probably gonna be next week, but okay.
What? He's just telling him he's back next to me.
It's probably gonna be next week. But hi, I'm Sly. Yeah, I apparently stream but don't stream according to my raid lead. Like these past 13 years, I've done nothing on the internet. So yay. You can find me on twitch.tv/Sly, aka Gray Fox. Twitter, Sly, aka Gray Fox. Bluesky, same thing. YouTube.com/The Velvet Room. What am I doing? Now that 7.5 is done, I can get back to other stuff. Super Robot Wars. Kind of gearing up for the summer. I'll probably be getting back to 11. Finishing up not Chains. I already finished Change.
Wings.
I can, but it's the main one.
Rise?
God damn it! Not.
Rise? It's Ottergon, Rise, Wings. Like
The main one that you have to finish everything for. Rhapsody.
Xylart? Oh, Rhapsody.
No.
Oh, you mean the overarch. Okay.
The
main,
overarching thing.
I guess that
was
is
part of
technically
it.
the main one. I never really thought of it that way, but still.
Yeah, Rhapsodies was part of the deal I made with one of my mods. So like I had to do Rhapsodies. I have to level White Mage and Summoner, get all the spells and summons. So that I might finish Wings while I'm at it. But yeah, that. What else? Eventually, me and Jesse are going to have a watch party. Because Jesse, I actually kind of took a watch party idea from you because of your watch parties. Every Sunday, we've been watching Yellowstone. We watched Yellowstone 1883 and 1923. And I kind of stole that idea from you, and it's been good. It was so fucking good. So we're not doing one this Sunday for Mother's Day, obviously. But we will start Yellowstone proper next Sunday. And then, of course, whenever we schedule it, Jesse has a movie for me, and I have an anime. The worst fucking, it's not even bad. It's so bad. It's so fucking good that Jesse has to watch it. But yeah, we are planning that. We're in the midst of planning that. So that's something we got going on. And of course, Bourbon Night is tonight. So if you want to come hang out after Gloomhaven, because I'm doing Gloomhaven 2 tonight, that's fine. We'll have some more pours. We'll watch some bourbon content. It'll be great. Happy.
Hi. Am I allowed to speak? Am I banished from speaking?
No, you got to tell people where they can find you, even though they already found you.
Listen, Sly, I do have something exciting to say, but I do need to grab it real quick. I gotta find this
Please
image
do.
for. Oh, Discord's down. I won't be able to find it. Never mind. Oh, actually, I could, but it's probably not going to be easy. Yeah, the moment we leave this call, by the way, your Discord is going to stop working because it's fucked up right now, or it's going to barely work. To my understanding, it's not loading like parts of it, but hopefully it'll be fixed soon. So, Mrhappy1227, all the usual. I am working on fishing. I'm at the point where I don't have much left. Soon, it's literally just going to be like I'll have to wake up at like just times that I'll have to be waking up at like 3 a.m. to go do a fish. Like that's all that's going to be left for me soon. All the fish that are available often are just not going to be there.
Happy, you got to treat it like real fishing. Here's what you do.
Okay.
Like, here's what real fishers do. You're congratulations, you're in the South. What real fishers do before they, they get their boat hitched, everything, make sure you have a 6-pack. You buy a 6-pack the day before. The morning of, you go to Bojangles, you get a chicken filet biscuit with some bow rounds and some sweet tea. Okay. You have that. That's your breakfast. You need to be fueled for the fish, and then you go fish. But you'll be doing that after, so you'll be fueling after, basically.
Yeah. So. Well, that's not how that's going to go. I'm going to tell you that right now. But, I'm going to be waking up at 2:20 in the morning for a 2:30 a.m. fish to go back to sleep. That's what I'm going to be doing as soon as that fucking fish doesn't get caught.
Bojangles opens at 5:30 a.m.
Yeah, but that would mean going to Bojangles when I could just have something better. So it's fine.
Sir, how very dare you, sir? How very dare you, sir?
Or as I like to say, how so very fucking dare you? Yeah, like a Jollibee. Exactly. No, there's no Jollibee. I'm not driving down to fucking Jacksonville to get Jollibee. That's not happening.
Right.
No, so there's something that I ran a sub event back in December, and there's still several things I need to do for it. One of them, there's a Blitzball RP tournament for charity, and it's in the end of May. So I'll be attending that and streaming that, and we'll be doing a charity bit for them. Or, we'll be sharing their charity stream and everything.
Are you on the Xanarkin Abes?
I'm not playing. I'm simply commentating for my own stream and watching the event. Because I agreed that was part of a sub thing. I said there was a Blitzball event back in December, and I said we were going to have to wait a few months. That's this month. So there's going to be that. There's also another thing, and this one's going to excite you, Sly. It's going to excite you a lot. I'm going to be dressing up as a character to play a game. And I'm going to be getting a prop to go along with it. And I think if you look on the stream and you see the prop that's next to Jesse, you'll figure out exactly what it is.
Prop that's next to Jesse. Hold on.
Is it on my screen?
No, he's going to my screen.
Oh, yes. Oh, fuck yes. I know where this is going.
Yeah.
I guess you saw the.
I don't know what this is. What is this? What are you doing? I guess you
saw the trailer and everything. Happy?
Well, I mean, that's not that. I'm playing the previous one. I got to get a Hawaiian shirt.
Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The life of organized crime? Happy.
Yes.
Yeah. I've never played any of them.
Oh, that's fun.
For shame.
I've watched people play them, but I've never played any of them.
For shame.
But
the next one's gonna be so fucking good.
So Hyun, or as I call her, Annie, she was the person who made Square's official Honeybee Lovely and Jollibee Lovely outfits that were at the convention. She's a good friend of mine. Made my Viper outfit for Dawn Trail's release. She's making that bat and then shipping it to me. And I gotta buy the Hawaiian shirt.
That's awesome.
Also interesting, as this is a Dragon Quest reference, Dragon Quest just got inducted into the Video Game Hall of Fame.
Indicted.
Indicted is just the wrong word.
Inducted. I corrected.
Indicted. Oh my God. What did Dragon Quest do?
I was waiting. I was like,
shit.
what do you mean?
What do you mean? What the fuck did Dragon Quest do? Oh my god.
The dragons are indicting them. That's what it is.
Mm.
Yeah, that's it.
Right. It's all those quests. Yeah.
Yeah, they're just so done with it.
Damn.
They don't know where Dragon Quest 12 is either. They're waiting. They'll find out one day.
Toriyama's got to get that money from the grave.
Hell yeah. I feel like if anyone would work from the grave, it would be Toriyama. He'd be like, "Don't worry, I'll get it. I'll get it to them." Too skilled not to. All right. So with that, that's going to be a wrap for State of the Realm. One last thing. State of the Realm is back in audio only format. If you're following the old playlist, ignore it. Search either this episode, State of the Realm 423, or 422. 423 if it's already out on YouTube. Don't search it right the second. I'm not that fast. But State of the Realm 422, and you'll find that playlist, and that will be updated. No, I'm not. I'm very bad at getting the audio formats out, but that's because my old RSS feed would like randomly send it to some platforms and randomly not send it to some. And I was trying to find a new RSS feed, but I was trying to move all of the episodes. And once I gave up doing that and just started a new one, I was like, all right, fuck it. I'm just going to start a brand new RSS feed, go from there. So they'll be there though. Yeah, we'll be there. So with that, we're going to go into a short post show because the entire last 30 minutes might as well have been post show. So So thanks to Jesse for joining us, and we will see you next time. I have a few guests lined up, probably a handful of Evercold things. We have Ultimate coming up, so there'll probably be some Ultimate speculation as well.
Jesse.
Why does it have to? Why you just?
I got nothing to say about Ultimates. I can tell you about Kefka, but I wouldn't tell you anything about Ultimates.
Yeah, exactly. He can't be on
You
all
don't
of
want
them.
me
He's
to
got
be
a
like,
he's got a
Ultimates,
life.
they're hard.
He's got a life to live.
That's not true. I do have to pee very badly, though.
All right, let's go into the post show. So you can go pee. All right, yeah. We'll wrap up fully, but thanks everyone for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
See you soon.